topic is point of view. The author makes a deliberate choice in which point of view to use. The point of view influence the plot. It affects how much information and the type of information that is revealed to the audience. Narrator, the one who tells the story. Characters, everyone else in the story. What's the narrator position in the story, or what is the narrator point of view? First person narration. The narrator is involved in the story. The story characters are I and we as narrator. First person tells me or my story. Example, I went to the store with my friend. The clerk said hi, we bought candy and laughed. Who's telling the story? In first person, the narrator is I or we. The story characters I or we, the narrator. Second person narration, the reader action as are narrated. The story characters, if any, you and you, the reader. Second person tells your story. Example, you stay up late last night and now you are tired, but you need to pass this class. From whose perspective is the story told? In second person, the perspective of you as narrated. It is mainly used for instruction or direction. The story characters, if any, you, the reader. Third person narration. The narrator is outside of the story. The story characters he, she, they. Third person tells his or her story, also will refer to characters by name. Example, Chris loved basketball. Every day he played after school. When it got dark, he watched it on TV. From whose perspective in the story told in third person, the perspective of he or she is narrated. Narrator, the story character, he, she, they. Dialogues and narration. Dialogue when characters speak, narration when the narrator speaks. Review. First person narrator tells the story of I, second person narrator tells the story of you, third person tells the story of he or she. Grammar rules for written up tense. In a research paper, it's important to get your tense right, to be clear about when thing happened or are going to happen, making sure you use the same tense throughout your article is one way to ensure clarity. If you talk about through your research in the past tense, make sure you stick or that. There are four types of past tense in English. Switching between these in your writing can make it tricky for the reader to follow. Past simple, we incubated the culture. Past continuous, we were incubating the culture. Past tense, we had incubated the culture. Past perfect continuous, we had been incubating the culture. Past tense spelling can also be tricky if both in the past tense sense of I to Y is late. The past sentence of light. Be sure to use spell check.